Friends, today is 17 December 2022 and 48th GST Council meeting is being held today. We'd like to discuss what are the major issues that are expected to come and decide in this council meeting. We'll discuss only the most important ones, which will have an impact on the economy. Number one is decriminalization of offences under GST law. You may be aware there are certain offences which are subject to prosecution. I'll give some examples of such offences like supply of materials without invoice or issuing invoices without supplying any material or getting refund against fake invoices. Fourth, very important, GST collected but not deposited in favor of the revenue, submits any fake financial records, destroys any evidence, helps any person to commit any fraud. These are the offences which are subject to prosecutions. And the jail term depends on the amount of duty involved. It starts with 100 lakhs. So this is a criminalization part of the GST. Now, there could be some upper limit fixed in this particular GST Council meeting, which will attract imprisonment or prosecutions. This matter is expected to be discussed. Today, the limit starts with only 100 lakhs of tax amount. This amount or this threshold limit can be increased. Secondly, another important area which is expected to be discussed, that is compounding of offences under GST. Many people may not know what is compounding. In layman's language, I will say compounding means if you have committed any offence, you pay a certain fixed penalty, that is monetary amount, and get yourself free. In other words, you are making payment to decriminalize your offences, and that is known as compounding. This concept of compounding is there in other laws like FEMA, like Income Tax, Companies Act. These are there. Similarly, it is also there in GST law. But the maximum amount of compounding penalty under the existing law is 150% of the tax amount, which appears to be too high. So, the council may consider this compounding rate and may come out with a lower rate, say 25% of the tax amount instead of 150%, for improving the ease of doing business. Note, Section 138 of the GST Act allows compounding offences under the GST. Third important point to be discussed is setting up of appellate tribunal. In the GST law, second stage appeal lies with the appellate tribunal. First appeal you have to file with the department, and then against the order of the departmental commissioner, you have to file appeal before the tribunal. But tribunal has not yet been set up. As a result, the assessees are always required to go to the Honorable High Court against the departmental order. That means second course of appeal not available today. Now, in this particular GST Council meeting, the Honorable Council may decide to frame up the laws to set up the tribunal in the year 2023. Fourth important point, very well discussed, that is applicability on GST on online game, casinos, race, horse race, etc. The main context of the dispute is that whether the GST is to be paid on the full amount of the bidding. Because bidding money includes prize money also and certain amount of commission. So it was always contended by the concerned assessees that you charge GST on online game, casinos or horse race, but not on the full amount of the bid, because it includes prize money which comes back to the bidder. So the GST Council may discuss and find out a way. One way could be that an escrow account may be opened by the respective companies in which the prize money will be deposited separately, so that the balance amount is charged under the GST. We are expecting some sort of decisions in this regard. Next area is health insurance. As you know, today health insurance premium is subject to payment of GST at the rate of 18%. After COVID-19, people have understood the need to have a strong health insurance policy, not for any specified people but for all. Considering this particular aspect, the Honorable Council may consider to ease the rate of GST on health insurance from 18% to 12%. But we have to wait and see the final minutes of the Council. Now, GST Council may also consider the valuation rules with regard to tobacco. And last one is the GST rate, as we understand, on carbonated fruit pulp or juices, based drinks might attract GST rate of 28%. These are the major 9 areas are expected to be discussed and to be decided so that GST system can work seamlessly and without going for tax on tax, that is eliminating cascading impact of taxes. Friends, thank you very much for your patient hearing. We'll come out with the final outcome of the meeting in our next videos. Thank you.